Hey everybody, welcome back. I found you a really cool cook kit. This is from Milspec Plus. This is the GI Adventure Gear Canteen Cup with vented lid. So the other day when I was in my local survival store, I ran into this item here and found it and was really impressed with it. Because it actually has a lid, it's stainless steel, it's inexpensive, does what it needs to do. Pretty simple. I also saw the possibilities of making it a complete cook kit, as well as a nesting cup for an Nalgene bottle, and we'll get into all that in a second. It will nest an Nalgene bottle in there perfectly. So if you want to take this and stick this in your bag somewhere, there's a complete kit right there. So that's pretty cool too. So let me give you a little bit of information on the kit. They run about $17 online. They're constructed of stainless steel. The vented lid makes it easy to drink, easy to strain, everything. It lets you know when things are boiling, when it's covered. So that's kind of handy when you see the steam coming out there. I do like the little handle up here. It stands up straight, and that's a nice added feature, because some of them just flop from side to side. It is made of metal, so it's not going to melt if it falls in the fire. And it stays cool, fairly cool, while the rest of the item gets hot. And I've tested that already. I boiled some water in it to try it out, because that was what was interesting to me the most, is seeing it this stayed cool enough to touch. And it did. So, the dimensions are 6 inches by 5 inches by 5 inches. It's the exact weight of the cup is 7.6 ounces, and it's got 25 ounce capacity. Now, for those of you thinking this is kind of similar to the Walmart $5 mug, that's it there. So you can see it's a little bit bigger and a little bit taller. This does nest in here, but it's really a scary kind of nest. You know when you start nesting something into something and it feels like it's going to get stuck? So I wouldn't put the two together. I could just see me getting out there in the woods and be like, I can't get them apart. But that gives you an idea of the size. So it's a little bit bigger, comes with a lid, and this lid will fit on here. A little bit bigger, comes with a lid, comes with a nice vented lid. And here's another neat feature on this too. You'll notice the dimples on the side there. And there's your lid. And your lid kind of has a little ridge around it. So when you put that on there, that's actually snapping into place. Now, it's not going to, it probably will fall. But you can see, you snap it in there. Now it's not going to do it for me. You saw me pick it up. It locks into place. So if it tips over a little bit like that, it's not going to fall right off. So it's better than a bottle cup, I think, because you can actually cook something in it. Or you can boil enough water for, say, your coffee in the morning and your oatmeal, instead of having to boil something like this twice. So the cool part is it also will fit a ramen soup in there too. So that's what we're going to actually test it with. We're going to stick a ramen soup in there and see how it works. Another neat feature of this can be a complete cook kit if you want. Pop that lid off. Now it's obviously not going to fit one of these big isobutane canisters in there. But if you get one of the smaller ones, and I forget the size of these, let's see. Of course, there's no size marking on it anywhere. But you can tell the size of it. They're the smaller isobutane cans that drops right in there. Get yourself a little BRS stove or any of the smaller fold-up isobutane stoves. Drop it in there. There's your cook kit. So, for $17, you got the container, the pot, and it does everything. So for those of you worried about cooking in aluminum or anything like that, or old military surplus kits that, might not be too good to cook in after a while, something like this, perfect for you. And inexpensive too. So I'm going to get it all set up, and we're going to try and boil some water in it. It doesn't have markers on it. It is made to nest with the Nalgene bottle. So you can kind of subtract, that's 2 ounces. It did 4 ounces. You can kind of subtract from what you're pouring in there. So you can kind of get an idea of what you're doing. But you can also make the markers on it. It's up to 3 cups. So you can take 1, 2, and 3 and take a center punch. And these work just by pushing down. And it'll make a little dent. And make a little dent in there. So you can measure it out if you want. I'm just going to leave it as is because I kind of like it the way it is. And I'll probably be using it in conjunction with an Nalgene bottle. So let's set it up and let's try it out. All right, we're all set up. I got some water in here. I may have to put a little more in depending on how the ramen soup fills it up. I am using the larger canister because these canisters are a little bit harder to find and I have them put away. So I'm going to use the big one for that one today. Let's turn this guy on. There you go. And that's the BRS titanium stove if you're interested in checking it out. Let's put this guy on here. I wonder if, now let's see, will it fit in there? I might have to break it in half. There you go. Felt like it would fit outside. So we're going to leave that alone. We're going to let it cook. Wow, you're not even in camera. Look at that. Shame on me. There you go. We're going to leave that alone, and we're going to let it cook, and I'll bring you back when it's done and give you my final thoughts on the cook kit. All right, I wasn't able to turn the camera on fast enough to catch it boiling, but boil it did. And it actually spilled out from the holes on top. So it works pretty well, does what it's supposed to do. This is cool. That is nice. I like that. Now, if you had this sitting in a fire somewhere, it may not be, but for just a propane burner, it's really nice. I got a lot of liquid in there, so what I'm going to do is strain some off. So we're going to test out that straining lid. Look at that. Works perfectly. So there you go. Nice and easy. I'm going to enjoy my soup and have a little ramen. And that's the kit. That is the Milspec Plus GI Adventure Gear. This is their Canteen cup with vented lid. For $17, you got yourself a perfectly serviceable cook kit. It's not really heavy. Again, it's 7.6 ounces. Holds 25 ounces of water. 6 inches by 5 inches by 5 inches. Nests an Algene bottle. And again, it's not marked, but let's face it, it's a 25-ounce cup. So half a cup will be around 12.5 ounces. So definitely a cool deal. Check them out. I'm going to put a link where they are on Amazon. I know some people have them on eBay. It's all going to be around the same price. I didn't really see any price difference, so you can just grab it off of Amazon. And below that link is our Amazon store. Don't forget to check that out. If you're not seeing anything in the store you like, just shop as you normally would. I tend to put everything I review in the Amazon store, but if you don't see anything in there you like, just shop as you normally would. Really helps out the channel. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below if you're looking to get stocked up on some freeze-dried food that's of really, really nice quality. Check them out. Anyway, thanks for watching, and stay safe and stay prepared.